to talk about 2026 and the future of property. So pass you over. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Can we go back to the first page, please? Hi, good evening, everyone. It's my honor here to represent the Feng Shui theory to you guys, and hopefully I can give you some ideas about what is happening in the future in the real estate market. I will try to explain the Feng Shui theory clearly in the next 30 minutes, but if you have any problem in between, you can just hang up and ask me. Okay, so before I start, I would like to probably give you some ideas about Feng Shui, because many people knows about Feng Shui. It's more about like the house Feng Shui arrangements, like we moving some objects around to enhance the energy in a certain area. Or we think about Feng Shui maybe it's related to like the interior design, like the colors or shapes. But Feng Shui can predict what is happening in the future. And that is what I'm going to share with you in the next 30 minutes. So can we go to the next page, please? So Feng Shui, why is Feng and Shui? Feng represents the wind and Shui represents the water. The reason is when the qi flows, the Feng and Shui are the two important things to for us to determine whether the qi is positive or negative. Like when the qi makes the wind, it will disrupt, it will be dispersed. When the qi makes the water, it will be accumulated. So that's why the Feng and Shui are important in Feng Shui theory, and why we are using these two words in this study. So in Feng Shui, I just give you some core concepts in this study. Like the qi, we have already discussed about the qi, because the goal of Feng Shui is to optimize the qi and making the area is more favorable and livable. And also in Feng Shui, there are 5 elements, and this is very important knowledge in the Feng Shui study. The 5 elements including wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, and they are mutually generated or concur to each other. So we need to understand the relationship of that, then we will know what is happening in the future, but I'm going to explain more with you later on. And also in Feng Shui, we talk about yin and yang. I guess many of you have already seen this Tai Chi symbol, right? So the Tai Chi symbol perfectly shows about the interrelationship between the yin and yang. They are inseparable, and they are mutually influence each other and propel with each other. So the yin represents passive, soft, and dark qualities, and yang represents active, hard, and bright qualities. So this is very important knowledge in Feng Shui as well. Can we go to the next page? And also when we do the Feng Shui, we use the Bagua map, because we need to check the different direction in the house. In this Bagua, it only shows 8 directions, but actually in Feng Shui, we are checking 24 directions in a house. Each direction does include the 5 elements interrelationships, and also it will have a profound meaning of what is happening in the house. Like if we have a missing corner on some area, then we will know who is going to be impacted when they are living in this house. So this is the Bagua map, and let's go to the next. So here I'm just give you some brief ideas about Feng Shui, and also we use the compass. The compass has got many layers on it, right? The most layers can be up to 64, and each circle of these data are meaningful, right? So when we walk into a house, we use the compass and we check the data in the house. Then a detailed Feng Shui report can be worked out, and I can clearly tell you what is happening in this house and what problem of this house and how can we solve the problem. And then we are checking the forms of the environment, which means all the surroundings, buildings or trees or even mountains can be affect a particular area. So we need to check the relationship between the surrounding object and a particular house or environment. So that's how the feng shui works. Okay, so feng shui, for feng shui's prediction, we need to know how the qi works. And that is considered as a particular time division in feng shui. So I try to simply explain it in these 3 sentences here. Traditionally, the Chinese group every 20 years into one feng shui period. Every 3 periods or 60 years is one circle, right? There are one cycle. There are 3 cycles, the upper, middle, and lower cycle, and we are now at the lower cycle. So therefore, 3 cycles and 9 periods will span a total of 180 years before repeating itself. So when we do the prediction, we actually looking at the time frame is in total of 180 years, not only just for 10 years or 20 years. Okay, next. So how these 3 cycles and 9 periods work is actually in related to the orbital patterns of the celestial bodies. So in our solar system, in the sky, the Saturn and Jupiter, they align every 20 years. And the Saturn, Jupiter, and Mercury align every 60 years. And in the solar system, there are 9 main stars, 9 main planets, and they all align on the same side of the sun every 180 years. That's how this time division is made. So now, why I'm explaining this, because it's very important, because in each period, there's one star dominant. So let's go back to the period 8, right? The time span from the 2004 to the 2023. And the dominant star is called 8Y star. So 8Y star has its meaning. 8Y star is associated with the Earth. So when we think about what is happening in the last 20 years, the Earth is actually related to the real estate market, because the element of the real estate market is the Earth. So I guess in the last 20 years, if someone invests a good project in the real estate market, most of them must make the money. So that's why the 8 white star has got the strong energy of the Earth. And that's why in the past 20 years, we can see many people become rich because of their real estate investment. But now we are at the period 9. So time span from the 2024 to the 2043. And the dominant star is 9 purple star. The element is related to the 9 purple star is the fire. So can we go to the next page? Oh, sorry, can we just go back to the first one? Okay, so yeah, 9. Okay, we stop here. So the fire can generate the earth, right? Which means the real estate market will still have its position in the market, because the real estate market is the earth. So now we are at the fire period. So that's why we can still feel positive in the real estate market in New Zealand. And also, I'm going to tell you why now is a turbulent time. Because during the Qi transition, normally the last 3 years of a period and the beginning of the 3 years of a new period is the Qi transition time. During this time is the turbulent period. So that's why we experienced a very unstable moment on our real estate industry. So can we go back to the page before? The page before about that. So when we think about what happened by the end of the 2021, at the beginning of the 2022, the market seems suddenly dropped. That's because that is the last 3 years of the 8 periods begins, right? Because the period 8 ends on the 2023, so we have a downturn on the real estate market starting from the end of 2021. Okay, so when we are going to be better, when we are going to have a boom time in the real estate market, can we go to the other page? I will explain this later. Okay, so when we check about the timing, we are using the heavenly stems and the earthly branches. The heavenly stems, we have 10 here, and the earthly branches, we have 12 here. So they are in a combination of 60, right? 60 different combination. But now, this year, can we go to the next page? And all these heavenly stems and the earthly branches, they all has its 5 elements. All has its 5 elements. So now at this year, the jar is associated with wood, the young wood. And Chen is associated with the young earth, right? So the relationship wisdom is the wood actually is conquered the earth. So that's why this year is not good for the real estate industry. But the coming year, 2025, is the fire generate the wood, right? So still not good because wood is not good for the earth. But we can consider 2026. 2026, the heavenly themes is fire, and it's young fire. It's a very intense fire. And the earthly branches is horse, is young fire as well. So there's a lot of big fires in the 2026, which means the fire can generate the earth. So which means the real estate industry will have its opportunities. And can we go back to the pathway of the chi? The pathway of the chi. When I'm talking about the pathway of the chi, that's quite important because the origin of the chi comes from the Kunlun Mountains, right? Branching out 9 main mountains ranges. So New Zealand is actually on the southern mountain range. All the positive chi are coming to the New Zealand. So I'm expecting New Zealand will have the new opportunities. And now we can see a lot of population comes to New Zealand. So everyone will come to New Zealand and give New Zealand the opportunities. And once we can use these opportunities, then we can improve our competitive in the market. That's my presentation today. Do you have any question?